We are live.
Hey guys, we're here to talk about Fallout 4 a little bit, kind of some of our impressions after having it for about what 2, 3 weeks now.
Well,
Well, you
me
just got it.
me less because I just got Thursday. I haven't
Yep,
started.
I
And
I
yeah, I got Thursday, but I couldn't play until Friday because our internet was crappy and I couldn't do the update for that Spots One. So
yeah, technically I've had it since the day of, but I wasn't able to play much the first week
right,
because of some personal commitments. Uh, So I
I'm.
guess to kind of start off, huh?
Well, I was just gonna say I'm roughly about 8, 9 hours into the game.
Yeah, I'm closer to 36, 40.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah, what level are you?
I am level 9. I want to say
Level 9, and I'm nearly
you're level 19.
level 20. So, there's been a lot to talk about Fallout. Some good, some bad. I mean, I almost want to say there's been mixed reviews, but for the most part, it's been pretty positive. And so, I thought we could talk about some of our thoughts on the games. I
Okay,
love these games. I mean, I knew I
you,
was going to get this one. What?
you love them, but you yet to have to beat 3 and New Vegas.
This is true. I enjoy them. I played the shit out of Fallout 3. Just because I haven't beat the main storyline does not mean I didn't play a lot of the game. I actually played through the game kind of twice. Well, I played through large chunks of it kind of twice. First on the bootleg version for the PC, which was a bit of a struggle at the time for my PC. Well, then there's a shit ton of loading screens in Fallout 3. And then
Yeah.
I got it for the Xbox and I played through it that way, more legit. But and I got further, I think. But it's kind of with those games. There's just so much to do, and if you kind of quit for a while and then try to pick up, it's like, what was I doing again? And it's like I don't remember, and I don't. I'm having a hard time getting back into it and caring. Fallout 4, I am making an effort to beat the main storyline, but I am trying to pace myself a bit. I don't want to. What are you looking up at?
I was just going to try and look at
Oh,
my profile for the game.
okay. Anyways, yes, I'm gonna try to beat the main storyline. I did not buy the DLC pass yet.
Season pass.
Yeah, I bought a digital copy of the game just to make. So I made sure to pre-order because I thought you maybe had to do that to get Fallout 3, but you don't.
No.
But I wanted to make sure I
Uh,
got it. And I wanted to make sure I got it right away. And it's one of those games I knew I was going to play a crap ton.
right.
And
So
that
just
by the time I ever got around to even thinking about selling it, it wouldn't be worth anything at all.
right.
So that's why I got digital.
I got Fallout 4 with my one. It came as a bundle. So I have the physical copy, and it came with a digital copy of 3, which I haven't used yet because I have a physical copy of 3 still.
Yeah, I cashed in my digital copy, and I'm probably just going to give away my physical copy of 3 to someone because, well, for starters, I bought that copy of 3 used. It's kind of
Yeah.
scratched to hell to begin with. I got it resurfaced, and it seemed to do okay. So, but in my opinion, having the digital copy is going to be better. It's guaranteed to work,
Wow.
and I may try to.
Doesn't come with the
Uh,
DLC.
yeah, that is a bit of a negative, but it's free.
Yeah.
Actually, I do kind of want to play through 3 again and try to beat it. But
I want.
actually, the more I think about it, I'm probably not going to do it on. I might do it on 360, but I actually
Uh,
have it on Steam as well. I mean, I have like 2 copies of this game, 2 legitimate copies.
are you talking about 360 on the one, like the emulator?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm probably going to play it on Steam instead because actually, what I want to do is I want to download some like the high def mods and play it on there and play it with some souped up graphics.
Yeah. I
So speaking of
definitely do
graphics,
want. go back and play 3 too, because I never played that as an evil character. I want to get Alba has too to get the
which is something
achievements.
we should touch on in Fallout 4. We said graphics. So let's start kind of what you think with graphics, because that's been some controversy. Well, not really controversy, but a point of discussion as far as what people thought of graphics on this Fallout 4.
Yeah.
I'll just lead off. I think they're better. I think they're fine.
Yep.
I'm actually really okay with them. I think they're better than 3. One thing people don't really bring up, but I think is a lot better than it was in 3 was the draw distance was terrible in like 3 in New Vegas. I mean, you're just always seeing the scenery fade in, and there's a lot less of that in Fallout 4. But you see things get a little more detail as you get closer.
Yeah.
But it's not anywhere nearly as bad. And honestly, to me, that improved. Everyone says Witcher 3 did a really good job of this. I haven't played it, so I don't know. Did a really good job of like an open world and loading and stuff. I don't know what kind of draw distance that game has, but kind of that draw distance stuff is kind of like one of my pet peeves. Like usually one of the first things that just kind of takes me out of the game is when I see things fade in and out. So the only criticisms I'll put on graphics are I don't like the voice, or I don't like the mouth syncing, the lip syncing with the voices. I will admit that could be a little bit better. I have some other complaints that aren't graphics related, but they're more game engine related. So I'll get your opinion.
Well, going to graphics, it's much more colorful than 3 was. Like,
yes,
3 was dark colors.
That's my other criticism. Yeah.
Yep. Do you know where this takes place in the grand scheme of everything? Is it after 3?
Yes, I think it's after 3, and I think it's after 4 for New Vegas. I think it is the farthest in the future of them all.
Okay.
Yes, Fallout 3, the textures got to be a bit of an eyesore after a while. They were just really low res textures. There are some moments where you see low res in this game, but overall it is much better. So
yeah, character models are a little better.
Yes. Yeah. So I guess one thing, graphics kind of. So let's segue into graphics / game engine changes from Fallout 3. What'd you think of the new character creation system, like the face modeling?
It seemed a little unintuitive.
Yeah, they were really trying to be very intuitive,
and it seemed like you have less options than you did in 3.
So I actually somewhat missed the sliders because because when I first created my character, I actually missed options because you kind of had to be really careful where you selected to make sure you get, like, I selected like a bigger area and didn't think, oh, well, I can select a more finite area of that, a subset. So I actually kind of missed some. And I've only found one place where you can redo your face, and not to really spoil anything, but it was 100 caps, and I didn't do it, and that character was involved in a quest, and is gone, I think. And I don't really know if there is another way to do it yet.
I was gonna say, I know 3 had the option to redesign. Yeah, I think they all pretty much do.
Well, maybe I remember that. At least this one you can change your hair for cheaper.
Yeah.
Your facial hair. Well, that's kind of cool.
I was gonna say, I know there's times when I was creating my character and I had the way I wanted, and I went to back out and I had something like undo, did all that what I did. It's like, oh,
Yeah. So
just
I kind of wish it worked a little bit more like Mario 64,
yeah,
where you literally just had a hand and you could grab and pull things. But no, this is more highlight. And instead of using a slider, you're just going to use the joystick instead. So you're
right.
using they pretty much hid the slider, but it's still there,
Right.
more or less.
You can't see it though.
Right. Yeah, you can't see the amount that it's at, but you're hitting left or right or up and down. You're basically doing a slider. So
Yeah, there was times I like, okay, this is not exactly what I wanted, so I had to back out and try again because I would just
yeah,
keep messing around with it and not getting the results I needed or wanted.
yeah,
Oh, just a
yeah.
quick thing. Through February 8th, 2016, purchased Fallout 4 and received Fallout 3 on Xbox 360. So
Mm,
you have until the 8th of February to buy
yep,
Fallout 4 and get 3.
yeah, which is definitely a Microsoft thing. They are giving away 360 copies of, if they have a sequel coming out, they're giving away 360 copies of
Yeah.
the leading, the introductory sequel or games that came before it.
Just Cause
Uh,
is doing that. Just Cause 3, if you buy that, you get 2 for free.
which I gotta say, it's a little bit tempting because I almost bought Gears of War just because it came with the free copies.
Yep.
But,
Of the every R1.
but yeah. So let's talk game engine kind of. I guess what I wanted to come to is the load screens. They are still there. They
Yep.
are still horrible.
Well, it doesn't
Well,
seem so bad when you're entering a door, but it's when you do fast travel.
fast travel, but if you enter a building, then it's got to load. Which, my God, does it take a long time to load for a? You go from a big open world to a smaller building, and it takes just as long to load. I could be okay if I go. I'd be okay with the load screen if it was a little bit quicker. But
Yeah.
so, and I guess getting back to like gameplay, game engine,
They don't
there's
seem
still
as
some of those. What's
well.
that?
I was just gonna say, they don't seem as long as 3 did. Some of those loads.
Sure. And I've almost gotten, and yeah, there's some frame rate issues. Those don't really bother me. I think even three have those. I don't really care. A lot of games have those, even on PC. So I did opt to get this for the console. I have a PC that probably could have done it.
I didn't.
Well, my graphics card is maybe a little iffy. Um, I probably could have done it, but I opted for the console because I thought it'd be you can optimize the consoles a little bit easier than you can the PC ones because so many people have different setups for PC.
Well, yeah, the baseline. Like everybody has this system.
Right. They can tweak and optimize for the consoles. So I just opted that. And, I wanted to be able to play on my big TV and just, easily get into it easily. Yeah, just for easier experience. Um, but I can definitely tell, that, some of the criticism is this is game and the game engine has been built kind of off, they just keep kind of iterating on this old game engine and just they make it a little bit better, but not enough better. And they say, the load screens are kind of a result of being built off an older game engine. And yeah, I can still see some of the Fallout 3 things I had issues with, like you accidentally steal something, and then everyone wants to fucking murder you.
Well, that's
Like,
also apparently in Skyrim has that.
yeah, or
Because
this doesn't
this,
happen so often, but you accidentally melee something or accidentally shoot something, like even like one of the Brahmins, like literally everyone tries to murder you. It's like, really? This seems a little
yep.
rather disproportional to the crime. Yeah,
Right.
I wish they could do.
Well,
Yeah,
Apparently
to me that just takes, huh?
apparently this started as a Skyrim port to the system. That's where their framework started.
Well, they ported Skyrim to
Yeah.
like a
And
baseline
then,
Skyrim to Xbox One and built on it.
yep.
Well, it was in Fallout 3 too. I'm
Yeah.
guessing Skyrim was the upgrade of Fallout 3
Well, just
game
when you
engine.
talk about engine and work loading times and
Yeah. So they just iterate things. It's just an iteration of, it's just a tweak. I mean, yeah, so what are some of those things that carried over that I think are getting a little old at this point? It's like you need to do something different because this is just weird. It's kind of old, it's kind of outdated. So, speaking of stealing stuff, I haven't noticed a karma system,
yeah, I
so
haven't
to speak
noticed.
of, which is kind
That
of
was
so.
well.
Huh?
I was gonna say that was pretty prominent in 3, like right off the bat. Here's your
Yep.
karma system.
Well, one thing I noticed, and you probably haven't noticed this too much, but with the companion I have, which I gotta say, there's a lot of companions you can travel with in this game. Well, you probably have noticed it a little bit. You almost have more of a karma system
With them,
with your companions
you have a
than you do
light
over on the
dislike.
game. Yeah, but so I guess this we can kind of segue into one of the criticisms, and I actually did watch the Angry Joe review, so I'm
I
probably
haven't.
gonna echo some of the things he said because he's sort of
Well,
right.
for
Oh,
full disclosure, I have not watched any reviews or people just talking about it. Nothing, because I did not want to know any possible spoilers.
he
Even
didn't
something
spoil
that
anything.
people might consider not a spoiler. Don't want to know.
But anyway, well, one of his criticisms. Well, I'll kind of agree with it. They've kind of lightened the RPG elements a little bit, or the kind of this dynamic storyline stuff. Like some of the conversations feel very, you can't really affect them too much. They feel very canned. You know, I haven't beat the game yet, but I heard the endings. Even the endings don't really change too
There's
much.
multiple endings.
Barely, from what I've heard. Well, there's multiple endings in 3.
Well,
I mean,
depending on
because I did
whether you.
watch.
It was mainly affected the end narration, far as
Sure,
I know. Like,
but yeah,
oh,
but I
you're
mean, they
an
took out.
angel, or you're a jackass in the wasteland, basically.
But like I said, they took out the karma system. It seems like they kind of lightened the RPG elements a little bit,
To
which
be
maybe is okay.
to be
Maybe
fair,
it's okay.
Nuvek, go ahead.
Go ahead. Well, which is maybe okay because now you have more of a singular story, and you can just get the game where Fallout 3. It's like, oh, well, I got to play this like 10 times and try it 10 different ways. Where it's kind of nice you don't have that. You kind of get rid of some of that OCD. So it's like, well, there's only really one storyline. Along with these side quests, I can complete it, but it takes away a little bit of the branching story stuff a bit.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well, New Vegas didn't have any of that moral system. I mean, hey, allegiances with different factions. That's about it.
sure. Which this doesn't even really have that either that I've
Well,
encountered.
you have it with your companions and probably settlements.
Sure. And yeah, and to be fair, I'm probably between a third and a halfway through the game. It's kind of hard to know how far you're into it. I've discovered a lot of locations.
100.
Over 100, yeah. But I don't know how many of the quests I've completed because I haven't found my kid. Or, well,
Well,
no spoilers here, really. I haven't found my kids yet.
yeah, you haven't. I'm curious how many I completed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh yeah, so that's something to talk about real quick. What did you think of the? Go ahead.
I have 8 quests currently active. And I
Yeah,
completed
that's the other
6.
thing. That's the other thing. I seem to have like 10 or 12 active quests at any
Yeah,
given time.
I remember this being an issue in New Vegas where I would just get so many quests that I would stop talking to people. I'm like, all right, I'm going to clear some of these out
Right.
because they kept giving me quests. And like in this one, just standing by one guy, I got a quest because he decided to talk to me. Right. I didn't even
Yeah,
initialize.
which is kind of cool. But the
Yeah,
thing is, like my OCD is like, well, part of me is like, okay, I got this quest and it seems kind of time urgent, so I can't spend too long.
dicking
You kind
around.
of feel like it's like you can't. It's kind of weird, and it breaks some of the realism of the games. But you don't like that thing that they made sound like really urgent. You don't actually have to go do it right away. You can come back to it like in game time, weeks, months later.
Yeah. I don't
You
think
know,
any of
I,
these are really time sensitive.
I mean, it's funny. There's one thing in this game where there's like this kind of this boss fight that I was really struggling with, and it was just low on ammo, outgunned. So I just ran away, got some shit, got the power armor, came back, and was able to take care of it. It's kind of funny this boss fight. I just leave and then come back,
I'll come back later.
and I was able to come back. And I was working with this group of other people, and I didn't fail the mission, which I almost think I should have failed. But you can fail missions in here, but it's somewhat hard. Oh, not to backtrack, but speaking again of gameplay and kind of the game engine, there have been times where I have like pissed people off, and they have tried to kill me, and I have no idea what I've even done. Like I didn't even wasn't even near you, didn't even talk to you.
You just looked
Because
at
one
him
time,
funny.
huh?
You just looked at him funny.
Like, because one time when I played, you were good, and then I died, so I had to redo this part. And now you're trying to kill me? Like, what the hell did I do?
That's something about I know it's about restoring. Like if you die, okay. There's been times where I haven't paid attention to exactly where I walked, and I walk into a mine, and I
Yeah.
respawn. I'm like, okay, I know that mine's there. Go back. Mine's gone. Like
So I've
so,
noticed
there's
this.
all on the fly adjustments.
Well, I've noticed an opposite thing, and I actually think this is a bug where I actually went and disarmed a bunch of mines or frag mines in a room, and then there's a like here again, there's a boss like where I was all gunned. So I ran away, went out to get some more shit so I could take them on, and I came back, and those mines are there. It's like what the fuck? I
Hmm.
know I disabled all of them, but then I load up my save again, and I'm back in the same room where those mines were. Oh, and this time they're gone. It's like, what the hell? So I have noticed some bugs. I've noticed the elevator thing shaft in Vault 81 where you keep falling perpetually.
Oh, I haven't been there.
Yeah, you'll get there.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
doing a lot of the missions given by the Minutemen
yeah,
to
I've
like
done a
go
lot
help.
of those too.
That's primarily all the missions I've been doing are the Minutemen ones.
Although I got a little sick of their missions because he's like, "Oh, go help out this settlement. Go kill raiders. Good job. Oh, another settlement in trouble with raiders. Go kill raiders."
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. After you do that about 10 times, like, you got anything different for me to do? Can
Well,
I find you some Wonder Glue?
I've tried doing some missions, and each time I get to the location I need to be there or to go, there's super mutants there, and there are tough as shit to beat at a low level.
Yeah.
So I keep dying,
No.
even with the power armor.
Well, now make sure you gotta make sure you keep the power armor fixed up. And
Yeah,
now they have these suicide
side super mutants.
super mutants, which you gotta be careful of. One
Yeah.
nice thing I
Well, I
like
figure
is,
you can shoot the arm and blow them up early.
with the exception, I think, of dog meat, none of your companions can die. I think dog meat can. But I think I
Uh,
actually lost them really early on.
dog meat's been taking a kind of beating from because I've been using them recently. I switched them out with Cosworth.
I could be wrong. I could look at the Fallout wiki really quick to see if he's
Killable.
well, yeah, they call them essentials. If they're
Okay.
considered essential, it's like something from the Game Bro engine, but they basically can't be killed. But I thought he got killed. Like when I was, well, yeah, just when I got the power armor that did that very first mission. I thought he said he died because there's that night.
Deathclaw.
What is the thing? Deathclaw, which came on. I wasn't really ready for.
Yeah, I was fighting him. I retreated back into the building, like, oh, hey, dog meat, you probably shouldn't be out there with him. So I like stay, and I went out and finished him off. I got him
It
like
does say he's essential, so maybe he can die. But I thought he did. I
probably
could be
just
wrong,
ran off.
though. No, I thought it said dog meat has been
Well,
killed.
here I'll do this. I am currently have my save. I'll. Where is he? Did I leave him at St. Dog Meat? There he is.
One cool thing I found that I haven't tried yet, but I ran into like these like mutant mutts or whatever, or like these enemy
Yeah.
raider mutts, and they have like dog armor, which is
Okay.
kind of cool. And I think you can put that on dog meat, but I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, I found dog food I want to give to dog meat, but I don't know how, if you can.
So this is sort of a complaint, but I mean I understand. I kind of wish I could get dog meat and one other companion.
Yeah.
No, it's sort of weird that they limit you to one companion, but apparently dog meat doesn't count as a companion if you take the or Lone Wanderer perk.
Okay.
Like you can take that and have dog meat still, which is kind of interesting.
Right. So you get the bonus in dog meat.
Yeah, so I have a buddy playing it that way.
Do I know this person?
Dwight.
Okay. Don't know him.
Yeah, you know Dwight. DSU Computer Club. Big fat guy. Used
Oh.
to be. Well, he used to be. Kind of an a-hole sometimes.
So I threw like 3 Molotov cocktails at dog meat. Doesn't seem to be affected by him.
I thought he said he died, but maybe not. Maybe they changed it. I do have a digital copy, so I don't know when the patches 2 come through.
Well, the only
I
patch
don't really know because they just happened.
I mean, I have the physical copy, and there was only like a half a gig download that I did for it.
Yeah.
That was when I first booted it up. So I don't think they patched. Well, how long ago, I guess, was this?
This is when I was first playing, so
So, okay, that patch might have been an update.
within the first week, year and a half of it being released.
So, yeah, it's possible, I guess.
There's one other thing I was going to mention, but I can't remember. I am probably going to buy the DLC pass. I wanted to buy, I bought the base game. Like, I know I'll get my money's worth. I'll probably want to get the DLC, but I'm like, no reason to spend $80 on it right now. Or, the extra $20.
It's 30?
I can wait. Well, it's probably 30, but it was probably $20 if you bought it as a bundle.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm just like, I'm just going to wait. I'm sure I'll want it. I'm sure it'll be great. But I'm like, I will probably be playing the base game still when the DLC comes. Well, maybe I'll have it beat by then. So.
Yeah, first one probably wouldn't come out for at least 2 months.
Okay. Yeah, they said, well, probably February is my guess. Maybe January at the earliest. So, speaking of the game and kind of the main quest, one thing Angry Joe brought up, and I kind of agree with him, if there's not really this imperative to kind of finish the main storyline, which
Yeah.
is kind of weird because it's hard to do when you have so many side quests. How do you? Which is maybe where you can make the game more linear and just have these side quests come after the main storyline and work them in that way. But it's like, yeah, there's kind of this main story. It's like this should be really emotional and really powerful, and yet I'm getting really, really, really distracted with all these other quests. But like I said, I'm trying not to beat the main storyline
You don't want
too
to rush
quick.
through it, right?
Yeah.
The thing that
Although what I think might be the end, actually, from what I kind of saw online, maybe there's a whole other act to the story afterwards.
okay.
So
Well, the one thing that kind of gets me is this guy. Getting to minor spoilers because the event I'm talking about happens pretty much right way at the beginning of the game. This guy is 200 years in the future, into post-apocalypse future, and he doesn't really go, "What the fuck?" He's like,
yeah, he seems
he's
pretty.
not fazed by what's happening.
Yeah, now that especially now that they voiced the main character, yeah, they really could have done some cutscenes where he kind of has like a breakdown or something, or like this shock on like what the hell.
Yeah,
Oh, I agree.
I mean,
So,
there's one line he says, "Giant rodents." Okay,
so it is really, yeah. The voice acting is a little bland, but I do like that. Oh, I do like that he's voiced. I do love it when he takes certain drugs. He goes, "Fuck yeah!" or
fucking
"Kill."
kill the psycho.
Yeah, I mean that is kind of cool. It's kind of funny. It threw me off at first. Like, did I just say that? Well, that was me.
Yeah, I don't care for the. I mean, I'm not against swearing, but it seems out of place for a fall game to have so much swearing because the other ones
Oh,
didn't.
I think the other one did too, but I don't. I think Fallout 3 did, but I'll have to play it again.
They might have, but I just don't remember it, I guess.
Oh, I just thought of one thing I noticed playing the game is you'll talk to like a side character, and your character will immediately know their names. Like, huh? Because you'll go like, "Hey, Johnny." Like
Hmm.
I'll hover over him and see that the person's name is Johnny, and this will be the first time you ever talk to this person, and he knows
Right?
their name. You're like, "Hey, Johnny." "Oh yeah, what's up?" Blah, blah, blah. Then you go into the dialogue and like, dude, how the hell did you know his name?
They must have hang out at Cheers
Whatever.
because everybody knows their name.
All right, so a few more things to talk about. What do you think of the settlement stuff?
I definitely see that being influenced by Minecraft.
Yeah, it does. People said they felt it's a little tacked on, and yeah, maybe a little bit, but it is kind of cool that it gives a purpose to all that junk
Right?
that you see in the waste. But then, like Angry Joe said, it does kind of make the junk jet, or I think it was Angry Joe, said it kind of makes the junk jet gun kind of worthless. Well, somewhat worthless because you
Yeah.
use that to shoot out junk. But if you're collecting junk to fix
Just
shit
scrap it.
and other or build stuff, then it's like, well, you don't really want to shoot it out.
I really didn't use that in 3 at all because I
Yeah.
found it was not that powerful.
Well, it wasn't called the junk jet, was it? It was
It was like
the rocket launcher.
yeah, something like that.
It was rock it. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, the settlements are kind of cool. I think that's something later game in play. Like after I've beat maybe the main storyline and I don't have too much. It feels more like the last thing I'm gonna do rather than the first thing. But actually, they give you a lot of places you can have settlements. I'm like, this is almost really. I just needed the one at the beginning.
Right.
I don't really. I mean, I guess it's sort of cool, but like it. Well, they made those settlements almost like a mini game of its own, where you have to try to keep all your settlers happy, kind of like the Fallout Shelter game for the mobile
Yeah.
devices. I mean, those almost felt like training for this a bit. But like really, all I needed was one village to do stuff. I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna keep my focus on one for now, at least.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Sanctuary Hills. That's I'm not gonna. Well, Sanctuary Hills and maybe that Red Rocket,
Since
just because
circles.
that's more. But that's my hangout, and I'm not gonna set up any radio towers or try to attract anyone because it's so close to Sanctuary Hills. Why would I even? I don't even really care that I have traders come in or not.
Yeah, you don't have any
So
housing, or you would have to build pretty much housing.
yeah, you pretty much start from scratch. Maybe, like I say, maybe I'll take down and I'll turn it into an actual town because Sanctuary Hills was kind of kickstarted for you.
I
You know,
would,
maybe I'll take Red Rocket as a blank slate and
I,
build.
I could see you using it as like an outpost, like
Yeah,
a few shops maybe, nothing permanent.
but I don't know. Red Rocket just feels more like my bachelor pad, so my man cave. You know,
Yeah,
where I work on my equipment.
I am set up in the old house as my base, separate
Yeah,
from every other seller in Sanctuary at the moment.
so yeah. So and then there's a few other small things I've noticed throughout the game that I wish was. This is a problem in most games, but like you see like NPCs working on something, but they don't actually get anything done, or it doesn't change anything. Like the graphics aren't dynamic. Because like you'll see Sturgis working on a house in Sanctuary Hills. But like it'd be really cool if I actually saw you fix something or saw that house change a little bit. You know what I mean? Can you hear me?
Yes. I was moving around so I had my mic mute, so it would make a lot of noise.
But yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd be cool if you actually saw, when they're working on something that actually affect something. Or sometimes I'll see my companion go up to a workbench and work on his weapon. But I don't think it actually made that weapon any better. It'd be kind of cool if my companion was a little bit smarter. He could kind of pick up bottle caps of his own, or ammo, or kind of weapons too. If you
I
had a
know
little
if
bit.
Cosworth, every once in a while, if you talk to him, he'll give you purified water.
Yeah. Well,
And
that's
something I discovered with dog meat is you can have them search out for like items or enemies.
yep. And he could. That was actually in 3 too. People did that too, because apparently, if you had like early on in the game, if you had dog meat, like go search for something, he would get something that was behind like a lock gate for you, like a really good weapon or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a good weapon. Well, supposedly, I don't know if it's actually a good weapon. Seems like it might be a good weapon in Vault 111 in the Overseer's room.
Is that the
But it's
strange guy?
behind Advanced Lock or Master
Yeah.
Lock. So that's to get I don't know if it's a perk or just have to get ranked higher.
Yeah, I think you have to get just ranked higher.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of cool. The companions kind of they can provide skills. Like well, no, spoiling too much, but I have a companion who can unlock most computer terminals, which is kind of sweet. So I said, hey, just go unlock that for me.
I think
So it's
might
kind
know
of
what you're talking about.
yeah. Well, have you been to Diamond City yet?
No, but I saw a video.
Huh?
This is a robot guy, right?
Yeah, he's in the reveal trailer, but you don't know that it's him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of nice. Like, so I don't really have to worry about. I have run into a few computer consoles that even he can unlock, but in order for me to even get around to be able to unlock those two, I'd have to dump a lot of points into those,
Right.
into that skill. So, like, it's not a big deal because I would have to double back anyways. But one thing I have noticed is like you can't even try, and then maybe this was probably the same way in 3. You can't even try some locks or consoles or door locks if they're too advanced. You can't even try. Like he'll just say, "Oh, too tough for me."
Yeah, I guess I don't remember that. That's just rating 3, but it's possible it was there.
So, okay, so real quick, is there anything else that we haven't touched on? We kind of touched on this set on. Oh, Cox.
Cosworth saying your name. If
Yeah.
you select one of the 923 names, I want to say.
Yeah.
Which mine is on there.
Yeah, your name, Cameron, which is it's really not that uncommon. Isn't on there, but names like Hudson, which my character's name is on there. It's like, really, Hudson?
Or Decker.
Not that common. Or Decker.
Oh, I know why your name. I know why your name is on there.
Why?
Because if you play as a female, that's the name of the husband.
Is Nate or Nathaniel?
Nathaniel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And if you play as the guy, the wife's name is Nora.
Sweet. Yeah, so that whole having your name in the game, they blew that away. I mean, they made that a bigger deal than it really was, because it's only Codsworth that says it. For some reason, I was somewhat under the impression that it was everyone in game would eventually refer to you by that, in conversation, like they would maybe say your name. But no, it's just Cogsworth. I'm like, well, okay, I get why you did that, because it's definitely easier and less work. And doing having everyone say your name eventually, yeah, that would have been a lot of work.
Recording.
But I gotta say, it's cool, but it's not as impressive as they made it out to be.
I mean,
I think they oversold it a little bit.
I think at least the main character should be able to say his own name. Like, hello, I'm Decker. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, that would have been kind of cool. Yep. Well, yeah, and they wouldn't. Yeah, it would have been that much extra to record. Yeah. So.
Yeah. There's some weird names in there, like Asshole, Furiosa.
Really, Asshole?
Yeah.
Mr. Asshole, sir. How's Mr. Asshole? How's your asshole?
Neo.
All right, what else? Neo. Yeah. Can you hear the game?
Is that Fallout?
Yeah. I'm gonna play it as soon as we're done here. I'm gonna play it.
Yeah, I was playing before we started this.
Yeah, I was too, because you're taking so long to get this set up.
Well, before that, I was playing.
I guess one other thing I wanted to talk about is, at times this game seems really difficult, like unfairly hard. Because it seems like I'm always short on ammo. It's getting better. I actually took a perk where I find more ammo, because I'm always... Okay, I guess that brings me up to one other thing. It seems like I'm always short on ammo. And it still doesn't seem like in my Pip-Boy there's a really good way to organize my weapons yet, because I have so many weapons that take the same bullet type.
Right.
But it's like, well, this one's short range, mid range, long range. But then I have this other gun that takes these, or I have these other guns that take a different type of bullets, but they're short range, long term, or short range, mid range, long range. So I still haven't found a really good. I almost wish I had a way to just organize my guns by bullet types, because really all I want to do is keep, the short range, mid range, long range, the best of each three in each bullet type. So that way, I maximize my chances. If I pick up this ammo, I'll have a gun, that's either short range, mid range, or long range, the best, out of that category that can use this bullet type. But yeah, so the character, well, I will admit I don't really have a grand strategy for how I'm developing my character perk-wise. I'm definitely hodgepodging it. Oh, yeah. But I definitely find I like VATS. I try to do the sniping far off when I can. But I find, well, maybe there's a perk. Maybe I just need to get a better perk or adjust my character stats a bit. But I find even long-range accuracy isn't the greatest in VATS, so I end up having to get kind of close. But I definitely find when I'm... This is actually one thing I wish they would, they make it feel a little bit more like a first-person shooter at times, but cycling weapons is still pretty terrible. You can assign those shortcuts to like the D-pad,
Right.
but it'd be kind of nice if you had like a like in Halo where you can just push Y and change weapons or something. But
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. I definitely wish if you were changing a weapon, it would go to it right away.
right.
Because right now you have to like hit direction and hit A to confirm.
Yep. Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, if you could just hit down twice or something to get to the second slot, or yeah. But so I find myself using vaults to try to do the long or the sniping. But sometimes you just got to run up close. Like, well, sometimes you get these enemies that'll just charge you, and you can't snipe, and you have to switch guns, which can be
Right.
kind of painful because you either got to stop, flip open your Pip-Boy, change it, or try to do the D-pad swap. So, and you take damage.
I
And
find
then
I
once you
use
get,
my Pip-Boy mainly to change weapons and not the fast.
yeah, exactly. So, but I kind of wish they'd make switching weapons like you could do that as a vault, well, maybe not. It seemed like I'd be okay with it being a bad option, but maybe not.
Well, I want to say in 3, you were limited to what 8, because you could do the uh, corner, and you hit up, it would switch to that right away. It was like
Sure.
now you have more options, which seems a little bit more confusing.
Sure. But yeah, I use the rifles for long distance shooting. Once you get up close, you gotta use like the 10 millimeter, the close guns. And I kind of play where I just want to be good at all the guns because you never know
Right.
what you're gonna have for ammo. Whether it's gonna be energy or rifle. But so it's kind of hard. I have a hard time kind of deciding which perks I want to pick. And well, then there's melee, which sometimes melee is just nice because I don't have to worry about ammo. And sometimes that's what you're stuck with. But I don't know.
I haven't had to really use melee yet.
I haven't had to too much. I've used a little bit for
Besides what was at the beginning.
yeah, because I got a sword at one point and I used that for a little while. But actually, in Fallout 3, I really like the shish kebab weapon. So I actually started dumping more points into melee once I got that because I'm like, this is actually kind of cool. It's kind of fun. But actually, I can see myself going to melee even with this character because melee is. I actually have a decent amount of points in strength because I like to carry shit. I like to pick up lots of stuff. And yeah, melee can be kind of fun because you just, instead of dicking around with that, so you can just go
Or you
or whatever,
using
or,
that.
trying to snipe. Huh?
Or
Well, that too, or,
even
yeah. Or even worry about, trying to snipe or line up your shots. You just, sometimes it's easier to just charge and smash. But, anyways, you got anything else?
What do you think of the power armor?
It's, in some ways, I think it's better. It's kind of cool that you can customize it. It's kind of like a tank now, or like a vehicle. Whereas in Fallout 3, you could just wear it.
Yeah.
Um,
Now,
I haven't been.
you think this is supposed to be the same type of power armor that was in 3? Or
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
See that it's a minor thing, but that kind of bugs me because it doesn't feel consistent with the
Yeah,
world.
you could do one thing one way, and now you can't. It's almost like they took it away.
Well, like even the way you got in like an Iron Man suit in this one. In 3, I'm assuming it just you pop it on.
Yeah, I forget because like in 3, you could probably just wear a different. You could just wear the
You could
helmet.
wear a
but not-
different helmet. Yeah.
You could wear the helmet, but none of the other parts, or you could wear like I don't know what the pants or the shoes or whatever, but none of the other parts. Yeah.
I think how my character is in 3 at the moment. He has the suit on, but not the helmet, and the suit gives you the benefit of carrying more.
That's one thing I've noticed. This is true of all the Fallout 3. A lot of times I'm switching out gear or switching out or what I'm wearing, to put on like a black suit to get the charisma to try to make conversations go my way, and then I sometimes forget to switch back.
Yeah, that was
And
definitely an issue I had in either 3 or New Vegas, the set C Night demos that give you a boost to your charisma, and then I would use that during conversations and forget I have it on, and I'm like, I'm starting to move slow. Oh wait, I want my power armor on. Let's
or
switch.
you forget to put it on. It's like, oh shit, I probably could have made that conversation go my way. It's like, okay.
I think you can make that a hotkey.
Yeah, I have made it a hotkey in this game. That's actually on my D-pad to switch between my best armor and my black suit, so I can, because I try to wear it whenever I talk to people. I try to wear it whenever I talk to people, so I can try to get have the best outcome. But then you also want it when you barter, because it gives you cheaper, slightly better prices on stuff. It makes your stuff sell a little bit better, and you can buy stuff a little bit cheaper.
I just paint my power armor to the Minuteman colors, which gives me a boost to charisma.
Oh yeah, they gave me a boost too, and I didn't even realize it. Yeah,
you also can paint to like the Vault Tech colors, and that'll also give you a charisma boost.
Yeah, that's the other thing that's pretty standard in those Fallout games, or in Fallout, is the Vault suit always gives you like a boost of charisma, I think, or something like that. But yeah. Anyways.
Yep.
What else? I don't know. I think we covered most of it. I kind of want to get back to playing Fallout.
I mean, it's hard to talk more without actually finish the game, so we can't speak too much about the story.
Okay. Final thoughts. How would you rate the game?
I mean, I like it. Do I like it better than 3 or 4 or New Vegas? 3 and New Vegas just seem like the same game to me. I like 3 a little better.
3 New Vegas seem like the same game?
Well, they're very similar. But I like the story of 3 better.
So, out of 10, what would you give it?
At this moment, probably somewhere between an 8.5 and 9.
Yeah, that's actually almost exactly what I was going to say. I'd probably give it about 8.5. To me, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, they feel like a very similar game.
Yeah.
Whereas New Vegas kind of felt like it was actually trying to do its own thing. It was trying to be a little bit different, a little more original, because you don't start out in the vault. You know, and you kind of get thrust into this. You're already part of this world, kind of. But
right.
I liked New Vegas. It's definitely different. I hope they do a New Vegas-like game. You know, where they come out with another one 2 years down the road or whatever, and it's refined and more like New Vegas. You know, West Coast. I kind of like the West Coast, East Coast thing.
I mean, I didn't have a problem with New Vegas. I just prefer the story 3.
Sure, I can see that. 3's a little more personal. Because I don't think, New Vegas didn't have the karma system.
Right. They had allegiance.
Yeah.
Which I never played the DLC of New Vegas. I should do that at some point.
But yeah, I do kind of miss the karma system because it essentially gave you 2 different ways to play Fallout 3.
Actually, 3. Because you could be evil, neutral, and good.
Oh. I remember in 3, it's like, oh, I wanted to recruit this one character, but I couldn't get him to come with me because I wasn't evil enough. I'm like,
yeah. Well, there's 2 missions they do in 3 because it would give me negative karma, if I remember correct.
No.
Like, yeah, that's why I definitely want to go back and play 3 again as an evil character.
I know with 3, I'd play with my karma a little bit. Like, I'd maybe steal something when no one was looking.
I didn't do any of that.
So, or
As far
pick
as
a
I
lock.
remember.
What? Yeah.
It was 5 years ago since I beat that.
So pretty much when it came out.
Well, 5
So I guess
for the main and
like,
4 for the DLC. Because I took a
yeah, I would
break.
actually really go back, play through. My hardest part of going back to Fallout 3 is I've
Got
just
used to
played through
4.
the first half so much. No, not even that. Well, a
Well,
little
you
bit.
transfer your save over.
Yeah. Well, but there again, I still have that problem. Like, oh, what am I even doing? What was I even doing? And what do I even care? And what was I working towards? I do kind of wish they'd come out with a little bit of a souped up version of 3 for the Xbox One. I'm not talking about remaking it, but
Just,
just because like those games have like settings files. It's like it's the same game engine, same game on 360 and PC.
right.
But one you can just turn off the settings on, and one the settings are fixed. So it'd be kind of cool if they could just release it for Xbox One, but tweak the settings. Because like on PC you can have low, medium, high, and ultra high. So just think of like the 360 as like medium. So it'd be kind of cool if they could come out with a Xbox One version and they put the settings on high or something.
Just remastering.
Not so much
What
remastering that they have
most,
to
most
they don't have to redo
do.
anything. They just gotta use the better versions of what they already had.
You're
Better
just
settings.
talking about what most game ports do is just put out.
Upscale, but use a higher settings because it's configurable.
Yeah.
The settings are configurable. So it'd be kind of cool if they could just find the new best settings for the Xbox One. The slightly better draw distance or whatever. That's all I'm saying. But,
Yep.
all right. Well, I think this is good because I think I want to get back to playing games.
I have to go to the bathroom, so yeah.
It's almost 10 o'clock. Got to work tomorrow.
Me too.
So,
But not as early as you.
I can pretty much get to work whenever.
I have
Do I get to be at work?
11:30.
Okay, well, yes.
I'm there until 8, which sucks.
I should be there by 9 o'clock on my job, yes. So, all right.
Well,
Chill out. Peace out.
maybe not sound well game footage if I can figure out
Yeah.
how to do that.
We should talk about. So yeah, next time we might talk about Halo 5 because we both have that now, and we've played a little bit.
Yeah,
We might.
I played it, but with the mute button on because I haven't
Yeah.
played through 4 yet,
Sure.
so I don't
And then
want
we
the
might-
story ruined.
And then we might talk about Rare Replay. So.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Later.
Thanks for watching. Bye bye.
Goodbye.